Good evening. My name is Sharita Bryant. I am the board chair for PSM. On behalf of the board of directors, I'm excited to welcome everyone this evening. Thank you to our foundation donors, corporate and agency partners, and especially individual supporters such as yourself. Everything we do each and every day is made possible by your support. Please visit our website at PSMJax for more information about all of our partners. Again, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Sharita. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tamika Smith, Director of Advocacy for our Home Safe program. I know that you want to know how to enter our drawing for the bike that was given to us by Regions Bank of Avondale. Well, I'm going to tell you. Just greet us in the comment box below. After the event, we'll draw names. The drawing only applies for tonight, October 22nd. Also, connect with us on social media. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Remember to donate also at PSMJax.org. You can also text to give. Text PSMJax to 44-321. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our CEO. On behalf of the staff, we thank you for keeping PSM and us together and working during this pandemic. Welcome, Ms. Terry Ketchum.
Thank you, Tamika, for those kind words. I'm Terry Ketchum, CEO here at Presbyterian Social Ministries. I'm so glad you're here with us. We would rather be at dinner somewhere for sure, but tonight you can sit back, relax, and enjoy learning about PSM from the comforts of home. Our nation and our world are facing challenges not experienced in decades. It has affected the way we live, how we work, play, and most importantly, how we communicate. Smiles are hidden and hugs are not felt. This is a difficult time for all of us. One of our programs was completely shut down while the others are figuring it out day to day how to continue to operate and serve others efficiently, effectively, and most importantly, safely. I know you think you know PSM, but I hope we can surprise you a little tonight. Our mission has and continues to be service to another. So tonight, you'll hear what PSM has been up to, hear stories of success, learn about some key partnerships, and how you can get involved. We want to take this time together to show you just what it is we do in the community and why you should support it. Individuals and organizations alike are living paycheck to paycheck or donation to donation. Unfortunately, this is the present reality. And PSM is not the exception. We need funding to continue doing what we do in the community. This is not a fundraiser, but rather an opportunity being extended to you to get involved. We want you to partner with us in our service to others. We in the nonprofit world like to refer to it as time, talent, and treasure. Every one of us have one, two, or maybe all three. My hope is that you can find at least one of your 3 T's to share with us. Thank you for being here.
If I was in front of a donor and had the opportunity to persuade them to donate to PSM, pretty much would probably say, I can't force you to donate, but I can guarantee that something within this agency will touch your heart. Something that we do, whether it is with our homeless individuals, whether it's in the clothing program, whether it's with our dorm program that we are housing the volunteers. Literally, there's something that we do that you can take a piece of and be like, that means a lot. And it could be something small, or it can be a whole event. We're so versatile here at PSM that we're a small agency, but we do so much. I mean, it's just a highway, a long highway, and we touch a lot of individuals in different ways, and we are behind the scenes most of the time because we're the highway, but I promise that we're a beautiful highway.
Good evening, beautiful people. I'm Josephine Mamadgan, bookkeeper at PSM. I know everybody's enjoying right now, so I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy as we share more about what we do in the community.
Good evening. I'm Karen Thomas, Director of Housing at Presbyterian Social Ministries Permanent Supportive Housing Program. Currently, we serve over 60 individuals and their families in our housing program. I have 2 graduates that would like to speak to you about how our program has impacted their lives.
My name is Calvin Simmons. I'm 48 years old. I was homeless for about 5 years. 5 years here in Jacksonville. Well, I couldn't hold a job. You know, I didn't have no stability. No place to rest. No place to wash up when needed. You know, you want to wash up throughout the day sometimes, you know, if you go play basketball or something of that nature. But it's a lot. You can't really relax and just get a peace of mind, you know, because they say your home is your sanctuary. So without that, it's difficult. I was admitted into Gateway Community Services. I had a drug addiction, cocaine. I had gotten involved for many years in a lot of criminal activity and using drugs. And of course, I wasn't brought up that way. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, so I arrived here in February. And after a course of about a year being in the streets of Jacksonville, I actually completed the culinary art school at Clara White as well. But in the midst of that, I started hanging out, and I got complacent and got caught up in, using drugs and drinking, and I ended up homeless. And I was excited. I felt truly blessed. It was a wonderful opportunity that was given to me. I was really excited. I stayed in PSM from 2010 to 2015. Well, I could better myself. I could become a productive member of society. It enabled me to get a job, a full-time job. It enabled me to just have that assurance of, after doing the right thing within the day, I got some place to go and relax. And it's a wonderful experience to have a home to go home to. The founder, Mr. David, PSM has a clothing program, and I like nice clothes. I think my first winter in the program, I used to work at Burger King, so I used to ride my bicycle to work, and it used to get cold. I had a couple of coats, but not a really heavy coat. And I went by the office when it was located downtown Jacksonville, and I mentioned to Mr. David, because his office was right off to the left when you first go through the door. And I'm like, "Good afternoon, Mr. David. He said, how you doing?" And I said, I'm not doing too well. He said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Well, I'm cold, and this little coat, I'm riding my bicycle." And he was like, "Yeah, let me see if I can help you with that." And he took me upstairs, and he gave me this leather coat. And I was so happy to have that coat. It was such a blessing. And I was like, "Well, how much I owe you?" He was like, "You don't owe me nothing. Just do the right thing." And many other things, wonderful things would happen. And that was a very exciting moment in the program. After so many years being in the program and still being connected to a lot of the sources that enabled me to be a productive member in the program, like self-help meetings, staying connected with Gateway Community Services, and interacting with clients that were at the beginning stage when I came in. After being in the program so many years, doing the right thing, being told that I was on the right path, I decided to, make the decision to give that space to someone else that God could bless with the opportunity to be there and to flourish like my life did. My new goals. My new goals are to excel in the career job that I have. I work for Amazon. I just want to take more leadership in my job. I actually want to give back to PSM in any way I can. I often come by and see if I can be of some assistance in any way, and I keep in contact with them. But one of my main goals are to be actually active into helping homeless people get to a place where they can enjoy life like I'm doing. There's many homeless people that people that's been homeless that I know that's still a part of my life that have overcame it just as I have. You know, I met wonderful friends in this program. I'm not the only one that's been successful. There's a lot of us.
My name is Teresa Lester. I'm 56. I'm gonna say I was homeless for maybe about 5 years. What happened was I was addicted to drugs and alcohol, and I just didn't want to follow any rules. I wasn't functional to live with anybody else because when I did get sleepy, I was so sleepy I just fell asleep anywhere. I wasn't that interested in finding a home. I was so addicted to it. It didn't matter whether I had a home or not. Just as long as I had somewhere to do my drug at or to take my drink at. And I would do it until to the point where I couldn't do it anymore. I was just tired and I fall asleep wherever I went to sleep at. A friend of mine that is in the program now that I think has also graduated from the program told me about it. And I followed it up. Well, at first I felt like it sounded good, but I was like, nah, it wouldn't work because it's going to be a long waiting list, and I just felt like it wasn't going to work. So for a while, I didn't even pursue it. I was in housing for approximately 8 years. Well, when I was homeless, it put a lot of limitations on my life. There was just so much that I didn't qualify to do or that I just wasn't motivated to do. So it put a lot of limits on my life. It was really rough. Well, when I got into housing, a lot of doors opened for me. I was able to then work closely with people that helped me to get into school, people that helped me to have help with transportation, getting back and from school, because I didn't have anything. You know, they supplied me with like bus tokens and helped me to get little gift cards to eat and different stuff like that. So, yeah. Well, when I first came into the program, the goal I had for myself was to stay clean. That was my first thought. If I could just stay clean, I would be able to follow the rules and do the things that I needed to do. For me, it wasn't all that difficult because I had been staying clean for a while. I had been doing pretty good when I was in those like little shelters and stuff like that. I had been doing pretty good. So I just felt like if I could just get my own personal space, I'll be able to do more. I decided to graduate myself from the program because I started wanting a little more than what I was limited to receive. I started wanting stuff like my own house. I started wanting stuff like being able to move up in my job. And when you move up in your job, it moves your income up where you're able to do stuff like that. So I started moving up on my job and getting better positions at my job. And I started saying, I could do this. And then I started remembering that Miss Terry used to always tell me every time my rent went up, and I would have a fit. Every time my rent went up, I would have a fit. But Miss Terry would tell me, Teresa, this is what normal living does, you know. I had to condition myself to be this way one day. One day I'm going to be able to pay my own rent, you know, and I got to get used to that. Well, my goals now for myself is actually just to be the best I can be. Move up in my job, continue to move up, do better things, just become the best I can be. There's no limit. My words of encouragement to somebody that is homeless now is if you could just get enough willpower to motivate yourself to asking for help, but you got to be persistent. You know, you can't just apply one day and expect it to happen the next day. But if they would just be persistent, that they'll be successful. Well, if I run across somebody that's not homeless, that's looking down on a homeless person, the first thing I would say was, I know you're not going to believe it because it's hard to believe right now. If you really was inserted into my life right now, you wouldn't believe I used to be homeless out there in the street, a drug addict, an alcoholic. I was homeless. I would use myself as an example, and I would also tell them not to judge anybody until you walk a mile in their shoes.
Thank you, Calvin and Teresa, for sharing your successes with us. I'm Neil Claassen, Clothing Manager for PSM. In a nutshell, we process over 10,000 items of clothing every month and distribute them to our many partner agencies who then serve those in need. Asking for operation dollars isn't always exciting. However, we serve our partner agencies free of charge. Rental trucks, gas, boxes, packaging tape, staff time, all of that is completely funded by PSM. We do not ask for any of our partner agencies for any money to subsidize that cost. Your donation allows us to keep it that way. Centric Brands, based in New York, is one of our largest corporate partners. We receive almost 30,000 clothing items from them annually, primarily school uniforms. Here to speak to us today is Andrew Rabinowitz, Account Executive with Centric Brands. Welcome, Andrew.
My name's Andrew Rabinowitz. I'm an account executive at Centric Brands. I support the Walmart and Costco accounts here in the kids apparel division. And before we do get started, I want to share a quick message from our CEO, Jason Rabin, about the importance of giving back. At Centric Brands, we respect and value the communities in which we live and work, and are so honored to support PSM's mission by providing school uniforms to those in need. We hope that our contribution makes a positive impact in the lives of the children you serve so that they are able to focus on their education and become leaders of the future. Centric Brands designs and produces men's, women's, and kids apparel, including school uniforms and accessories. We get to work with great brands and companies like Disney, Nickelodeon, Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, Under Armour, and key retail partner brands like Georgia and Wonder Nation, just to name a few. We create bags, belts, jewelry, watches, and more for amazing fashion brands like Kenneth Cole and Juicy Couture, and are building a bath and beauty business. You can shop our brands at a number of national retailers, including Walmart, Macy's, JCPenney, and more. In an ever-changing industry, our job is to understand our customers' needs and meet them with results. Now more than ever, our mission is to deliver great quality products to people to enhance their lives. We believe there are 4 pillars to Centric. We stand for our brands, our business, our customers, and our people. I'm truly fortunate to work with such smart people that I get to learn from every day, whether it's in person or virtually, as so many people are doing now. We've partnered directly with PSM since 2018, though we unknowingly were supporting them previously as they were a top recipient of donations filtered through Dignity You Wear in Jacksonville. And to date, we've donated well over 20,000 units, valued over $200,000. But by the end of 2020, we hope to reach well over 30,000 units, quickly approaching $300,000. It really is a great privilege to be able to support communities in need in such a direct way, especially during a global pandemic when families are financially strained and a return to in-person school and work is filled with a lot of uncertainty. Yeah. Life has become a moving target, and any little thing we can do to help, goes a long way. So it is gratifying to be able to help, especially with school uniforms, where studies show there's a strong correlation between students having clean clothes and improve learning. This connection is so widely acknowledged that we visited school districts across the country that started installing washers and dryers with a host of volunteers to help students refresh their clothes, and they really started seeing increased rates of attendance.
That is so interesting that you mentioned that, Andrew, because we're actually partnering with another agency, the Giving Closet Project here in Jacksonville, who they actually receive a lot of our school uniform pieces, and we're working together to write grants to get funding to build mobile laundry units, to be able to move them into the areas that there might not be laundromats, or that we know are lower income areas that they just don't have the money to go to a laundromat. Even if there is one right there, they don't have the money to do that. So that's interesting that you did that. And we stress the importance of clean clothes and health, and pride in what you're wearing, and all of those things go hand in hand.
And absolutely, that sounds like an incredible initiative, a lot in line with what I just mentioned, and we'd love to hear more about it as it comes to fruition.
Absolutely.
The most fulfilling part of working with PSM is their community approach to securing and distributing in-kind donations. For me personally, an especially exciting part of Terry's initiative is the prevention of damaged seconds and odds inventory from ending up in a landfill. And by this, I'm referring to the pre-COVID PSM initiative to bring together groups of volunteers equipped with sewing machines to give life to otherwise unsellable merchandise. And this level of community engagement is really inspiring, and we're thrilled to be a part of it. Just getting to help families in need while supporting the environment is a win-win in my book. Supporting charitable initiatives has always been a top priority for the school uniform teams at Centric Brands, serving as a lifeline for community in need. It's inspiring for us, and we're excited to provide the great quality school uniforms that we manufacture for Walmart, whether it's from the top-down donations we make directly to school districts to enhance their clothes closets, or the grassroots approach that we seek with PSM. Our hope is to continue uplifting low-income families while also helping to illustrate the value that school uniform programs provide to both students and their communities. With PSM, we give back to the community and engage in a truly symbiotic partnership. Helping support your mission allows us to donate end-of-season inventory, whether we're fulfilling local requests in the extended Jacksonville area or coordinating with groups that send donations to South America, Africa, and beyond. It's been really incredible to see just how widespread our impact has been. Before COVID came to the forefront, one of the biggest issues facing not only our industry, but really the whole planet was the drastic impact that apparel has on the environment. I recall seeing videos go viral earlier this year where some companies chose to destroy unsold merchandise. And it was disappointing to see that footage, since the goods could have easily been donated and put to good use by communities in need. So any steps we can take to limit our environmental impact is a step in the right direction. So we're really grateful for PSMJax to help us pursue these goals. We appreciate your partnership, and we hope to continue fulfilling donations to communities in need, and sky's the limit.
Thank you, Andrew. Just a quick reminder, if you want to be entered into our drawing for the bike that was given to us by Regions Bank of Avondale, all you have to do is greet us in the comments below. After the event, we'll draw names. Drawing only applies for tonight, October 22nd. Again, remember to connect with us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Donate also at psmjax.org. You can also text to give. Text PSMJax to 44-321.
Thank you for the reminder, Tamika. I'm Chandra Theodore, Director of Client Services in our HomeSafe program and Program Director in our Urban Mission Experience program. We call it UME. This was the very first program when PSM started back in 2004. We have a dormitory on site that used to house 42 people. We hosted volunteers from all over the country who came to our city to do volunteer work. The space is equipped with showers, a laundry facility, and a full kitchen. However, COVID certainly changed how we operate. Social distancing has made that impossible, and in February of this year, that program came to a screeching halt. Spring break and the summertime are our busiest times in UME. Unfortunately, no one is traveling, and sadly, our dorms are empty. This put a heavy financial burden on PSM, as that program is a source of revenue for our agency. We are repurposing the space into 3 individual dorm spaces with the hope to host volunteers on a single basis when everything is finished. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook or Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you will be able to follow our progress and see what's new. Thank you for being with us here tonight.
Thank you, Karen, Neil, and Chandra, for sharing with us the 3 main programs here at PSM. And thank you, Tamika, for all those reminders about the bike drawing and how to donate. Last year, I introduced the PSM Highway, which Chandra also referenced earlier, how we are the connector from those who have to those who need. Those words so accurately describe how we serve. Through our relationships, we get items from those who have and distribute them to those who need. Sometimes corporate partnerships don't fit exactly into our 3 program boxes. Helix regularly donates bedding items such as linens and pillows. Earlier this year, they donated 126 brand new Helix mattresses to PSM. What a blessing that was to so many people. I'm pleased to introduce to you the co-founder and co-CEO of Helix Sleep, Adam Tishman. Welcome, Adam.
Hi, everyone. My name is Adam Tishman, and I am the co-founder and co-CEO of Helix Sleep. We are a direct-to-consumer mattress and sleep company based out of New York City. Helix sells a variety of different mattresses and other sleep products, so products such as pillows, sheets, adjustable bases, box springs, pretty much anything you put on top or underneath the mattress. We sell directly to consumers, so predominantly on our website, which is www.helixsleep.com, and we are also available in a selection of CB2 stores across the country. We found out about PSM through you guys actually reached out to us, which was awesome. We work together in a very specific way, which is we have the ability to donate mattresses. Some of these mattresses are new and sort of excess and from an inventory perspective. Some of them are lightly used by customers. We offer a free trial to a lot of our customers. If you're someone that didn't like the mattress for whatever reason, it was too firm, too soft, we will actually pick it up from you and allow for a free return to the customer. And so we have mattresses which can be 30 days of total use on them. So really, really lightly used mattresses, which are almost perfect for donation purposes, right? Because they're basically brand new, perfect condition, etc. And so, really happy that I got connected because it's such a great organization to give mattresses to from a donation standpoint. When I hear about the impact that some of these donations have on people that can't afford this, it means a lot, obviously. I think for us as a business, our number one goal is to run a business, right? We're running a profitable business, but that doesn't mean we can't also want to do the right thing and do good. And so for us, whenever we get an opportunity to donate, again, whether those are new or used products, instead of have those products end up in even recycled or in the junk or something like that, it means a lot and it makes us feel great. It's something that we talk a lot about internally as one of our objectives and goals. And it's something that while, maybe publicly a lot of people don't see, we make a big deal about internally, for the team and everything like that. It's important for Helix to partner with PSMJax because, again, we want to make sure that all of our return products and some of our new products can find the best home possible. In many cases, that home it's not in a garbage dump or in a landfill or something like that. It's not even recycled. It's with someone who really needs it, and that's a donation partner and people that really just if they could have a better bed or a great bed, it could really be so impactful on their lives, on their livelihood, you know, both from a comfort perspective and from just like a mental health perspective. And so that's really meaningful to us. In terms of a goal that we want to accomplish with PSMJax, it's really, you know, how do we build the partnership? How do we continue to invest in ways to grow not just the number of products that we can donate through this partnership, but the types of products that we can donate, maybe even the location of where some of these are going. Because for us, you know, as we scale as a business, our needs for donation partners scale likewise. And, you know, if we can continue to grow this partnership, that would be fantastic for us.
Helix gave us 126 brand new mattresses that were shipped right to our location, and they were shared out to people in our housing program and other agencies that also had people that needed mattresses. So that was an awesome undertaking for you guys, I know, and for coordinating the shipping and things, but it was awesome. We had volunteers come out, even from the Navy here in Jacksonville, that helped us deliver them to individuals that needed them. It was an awesome day, and thank you so much for thinking of us for that big endeavor.
Yeah, awesome. That's wonderful to hear. I mean, that makes me so happy and excited to hear that.
Adam, is there anything else you would like to add?
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, maybe finally, I just want to say thank you for this partnership. I think, you know, on our end, we work with a lot of partners, some donations, some junk removal, and a whole host of others. And this partnership has always been one that we feel really invested in, one that makes it really easy for us, which is like a key element in growth in this area. And so, yeah, I guess I'll just end with saying thank you from our end. It really warms our hearts that we're doing the right and good thing. And, you know, hopefully we continue to grow the partnership.
Thank you, Mr. Tishman. Last reminder, to be entered into the drawing to win the bike that was given to us by Regions Bank of Avondale, all you have to do is greet us in the comment box below. After this event, we'll draw names. Drawing only applies for tonight, October 22nd. Again, connect with us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We also want you to donate. You can donate at our website at psmjax.org. You can also text to give. Text PSMJax to 44-321.
I hope that you've enjoyed this evening with us. You've heard from Calvin and Teresa how the Home Safe program changed their lives. You learned how our corporate sponsors are excited to partner with us by providing new clothing that is so desperately needed. You've seen how we are adapting our You and Me program to fit the challenging times that we're living in today. We heard from another exciting partnership, Helix Sleep, and learned how they are connecting with PSM to serve more people in need with new linens and pillows. I want to touch back on something we still have on the burner, and that is the need for a warehouse. With the expansion that we are experiencing now, even through the pandemic, and all that has come in the near future, PSM is still in desperate need of a warehouse space we can call our own. If you visit us in the past, you will know we are busting at the seams. We do have a location that donates small areas to us now, but our growth demands more space, a free space, or lots of money to get one. Please keep us in mind and contact me if you would like more details. I hope something spoke to your heart tonight, and you will find a way to share one of your 3 T's with us. Your support, whether it be time, talent, or treasure, allows us to continue to be that connector from those who have to those who need. Won't you join us on the PSM Highway? Take a moment and donate now at our website, psmjax.org. Thank you so much for being a part of the PSM family. Good evening.
Thank you, Terry. On behalf of the Board of Directors, we'd like to thank you again for spending your evening with us.
If I had an opportunity to talk with someone that was looking for a way to serve others and to help others and support them financially here, I would say get to know Presbyterian Social Ministries. The work that we do is individual. We serve a great number of people, and the impact goes way beyond anything that we can measure. One of the reasons I didn't like working in nonprofit organizations is it's always been difficult to measure what we do. If someone's feeling better here, how do you measure that here? But if you're giving away clothes, you can say, well, I gave away 100 pairs of blue jeans, I gave away 600 t-shirts, I gave away 12 pairs of shoes or boots or whatever. And you can measure that here. But what impact that has on the life of the family, you just don't know. And I've kind of decided that because it's so hard to figure out, I'll let God do that. I don't have to do it. I'll let him figure it out, and he can work with it here. And if someone steals from us or abuses us or sells the clothes here, that's on them. But I can't stop giving out just because a few people are going to take advantage of that.
Best reasoning that I can give for anybody that wants to donate to PSMJax is we are in a very unique situation in our nonprofit in that we serve a lot of people. A lot of nonprofits deal with a very restricted clientele because they have people that always come there. But because we service other nonprofits and agencies that then distribute the clothing, the work that we do reaches a lot more people than a lot of other nonprofits, I believe. The second thing is by having those items go out to a lot of people and us not being on the front line, we don't always get the recognition that we deserve, and that kind of makes it more difficult for us to sometimes get the donations and the sponsorships that we need. But at the same time, because we have such a wide reach and we have so many people that we impact with what we distribute out, it is very important for us to have sponsors. And we have an impact where the clothing that we give, because we sort it by a very high standard, when we give that, when the clothing goes to an agency and when they distribute it, the people that get that feel good about themselves. They feel good because somebody has given them something that wasn't just a hand-me-down. It's something that looks good and that makes them feel good. We also know that any clothing that we hand out like that, any one of us that have walked down the street, we see people and we think, yeah, I'd rather avoid that person just because of the way they look. And so I think it's very important that our clothing, because it looks good, if somebody puts that on, we kind of break a little bit of societal barriers with that as well. And that's, I think, a very important thing for donors to look at and for potential sponsors to look at, because they can see, somebody that goes down the street that, especially our manufacturers, because a lot of times we'll get things from them that is very distinctive in a style, for instance, and if they see somebody going down the street that has that, it's like, yeah, we know where that came from, and that came from us. So that will make them feel very, very good as well. So.
I would tell a person that is contemplating giving a donation towards the PSM program, it is so worth it. I mean, it is so worth it. And without these people here, I know I wouldn't be where I am now. I know I wouldn't be. So it's worth it. It is worth it.
If I had the opportunity to sit with a donor, I'd share a little bit of my experience of being in the program, and I would let them know that what a blessing it is to me and many more others to actually be provided the funds to continue to move forward in our lives in a positive way. Because embarking on the program, just being introduced to the program and then what it has to offer, it's like it's a hope shot for us. It enables us to actually be more vigilant and to really look into the future, saying, okay, if I do the right thing, I can do well in my life. Things can come to pass that can enable me to be a productive member of society. So I definitely let them know that we really need them to really help us have a better future and a better life.